right, here we are checking out Baldeep's brand new to him 28-meter Schwing. I think it's like a 20. What year is this one, Baldeep? 2016 or 2017?
2016.
2016, and it is clean. Nice short rear outriggers. Nice compact boom. It's got the reverse folding tip section, and then also the reverse folding third section, which I think is supposed to be the hot ticket for booming in really close to the pump. With the boom in an overall very low position, you can get that tip hose right back to the bumper. Yeah, I've just been here checking it out. 2023-5 pump kit, nice little M-Rock hopper for an easy washout. What's the washout, like 2 wheelbarrows full of concrete?
It's 2 wheelbarrows at most.
Yeah, next to nothing. It's the valve sits in that little pocket at the bottom of the hopper. Way less than the Putzmeister Reliance.
Half of it.
Half of it. Here we go, first sponge dry. Sponge water sponge, my man, he knows what he's doing. What's that sound? Say when.
Sure.
Wow, even though it's a Schwing, it still sounds like the ocean. Just the Atlantic instead of the Pacific, or actually, I guess Putzmeister and Schwing are both from Germany, originally anyhow. But yeah, it's the universal sound of the ocean. Oh, he's getting the hose ready, he's doing it the right way. He must have watched my YouTube channel. You didn't hear my joke, I said you must have watched my YouTube channel.
So should I say that?
Well, you're on camera, so it's not very organic now. Yes, you watch all my YouTube videos.
So, for sure. Like
For sure.
Canadian concrete pumping is one of the best channels.
The best channels.
The best channels in the world.
Actually, Baldeep and I, we worked together for about, what, 3 years, 4 years?
4.5 years.
4.5 years. Oh my God, time flies. Yeah. And then Baldeep, that's where he learned. That's right, that's where he learned this from. Now Baldeep's got a few of his own pumps and he's crushing it in the local market. So you got this one, the 38.5 Alliance, and 2 line pumps, right?
Yeah, Putzmeister VS70.
Yeah.
And KCP, that's one of
KCP line pump. And here's the big question, what's the next one?
the next one's gonna be 56.
No! Oh man, he's gonna learn the hard way that big pumps are no fun. 4 pumps is just perfect, man. Life was good, life was happy.
With that, maybe.
He's young, it's okay, he's young. By the time he gets to my age, it might change a bit. We got lots of water. What do you do on the second one? Do you go slow?
Yeah, just go slow.
Nice and slow. Oh, you do it while you're folding up. I like that. Has this one got the twin wall deck pipe or single wall?
Twin wall.
But you can still do the tappy. You can tell if it's back all the way or not, right? Or just check for bubbles in the hopper instead of sitting there with your ear at the elbow the whole time. I do that on the first sponge because that's the one, if any, that's going to get stuck. Having my ear on the elbow there kind of lets me know and track where the sponge is at, and if it gets stuck, at least I know where it is. The second ball, obviously, that's not nearly the concern. So yeah, I like this thing, and it's just funny because in one of my most recent videos I was talking about our little 24 meter, and in my fantasy world where money grew on trees, replacing it with maybe a 28, and just looking at this thing, that added bit of reach. I mean, he poured both these house foundations, jumped over to the garage foundation over there. We would never be able to do that with our 24 meter. It's just 20 feet short all the time. So I think he's gonna fold her up now. Or maybe he's gonna, I bet he's gonna throw in another 4-3 reducer to lock that into the bracket. Most of our work, we normally use a 4-3. I think he just had the 3.5 on today because the mix was getting a little cranky. So yeah, it's interesting on these. The rear outriggers are still the manual pullouts. Pull them out by hand, which I don't think really is too much of an inconvenience with them being little shorties like that. But I like the remote. The remote is very slick. Got the vibrator and agitator controls right on the remote. Fancy dancy vector system. Now to me, this appears to have a very short wheelbase and very short overall. I think I measured it at 33 feet overall, 170 inches from the center of the front of the steer axle to the center of the first drive axle, which I think is a little bit shorter than a lot of pumps in this similar class. So, oh, you got a short 4 to 3. Look at you. And then what do you throw the hose on that and that locks it in? Ah.
That way you don't have to, if you're running late or something, right?
Yeah, no, I like it. How come you don't like the long one? Wouldn't the long one lock right in there?
Yeah, it locks, but when you're running in double Z.
Oh, you shorter overall length, better. Yeah.
Get caught in this, and then this way you can just pull the hose and move.
Oh, I see. You know what I like on our 24? Well, you've seen it, the short 5 to 4.
I've seen that.
It's short 5 to 4 and then a long 4 to 3. Yeah. Just to be different. Just for the argument's sake. But yeah, I see what he means there. See, that's the kind of stuff you don't know until you actually run these. I see that when you're booming back in. Otherwise, the reducer would catch on the bracket and it'd be a pain in the rear. This all over the safety slings, my man. I want to jump in there and help, but I feel like I'll just screw them up, like every time somebody jumps in to help me. The joys of brand new clamps. Here, I'll do something. There, I feel useful now. I feel useful, yeah. Oh, look at that. The safety slings even does it the same way as me too. The overlap, man. This guy's gonna do okay. Oh, and the pins. Yes, the pins.
So we always use these pins.
Yeah, those are awesome. Those are the ones awesome. from Lordco. What do they call them? I think they're called like machine pins or something.
Yeah, but this one is pretty loose, but it doesn't go out.
Yeah.
So this clamps are different style.
Yeah. Well, the next size up pin is actually better for these style clamps. But those will work. You can bend them and make them work. But yeah, I love those machine pins. Are you gonna back into washout, or are you just dropping it right here?
I'm just gonna back in.
Sweet. Do you find it at all a nuisance that third section runs out of articulation? Well, the third one and the tip, or do you find you're still able to curl back in an A-frame and get right to the front of the truck?
Yeah, I can bring right in the front with the A-frame.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but if you're running, like if you're inside inside the barn or something, right?
Yeah.
Then you can use your third section as a double Z, right? So,
yeah.
and the fourth section is upside down. That's the one of the best.
Yeah, so you're able to get that hose right back to the bumper.
Even my 38 Alliance double Z is almost same.
But not as good as the 38.5 Putzmeister.
Way better than 38.5.
That's a loaded discussion. We'll just say that. Don't you dare talk like that about my favorite pump ever.
Sorry about it.
One day we were talking about we're going to get both of them set up in our yard, and we're going to set up an obstacle course. We'll set up our shop, our bay door, and we'll see which pump can feed the most amount of boom in with the lowest clearance.
I think that's going to be 38.
Actually, you know what? I think you will win that challenge, but we'll have other challenges too.
So the thing is, with 38 double Z, you just lift it up, and then you open all the sections. Right?
Yeah.
With Putzmeister,
you still got to roll the first three. Yeah, you do. Yeah, no, fair enough. No, I do think the double Z is better for super tight, low clearance stuff. I just like the RZ for the other, 80% of the work that we do. It's kind of just me being an old guy thinking like roll and fold Z-boom hybrid.
Yeah.
But you are probably right. I think the double Z is overall more capable. It never fell into the cradles. Is this going to ruin the video? Does it usually fall into the hose cradles?
Yeah.
It didn't today though, did it? Oh, look at the moves.
Gone now.
Touche. Well, we got one anyhow.
This one you can always, this is gonna stick out to the reducer 65.
Oh yeah, so you just climb up there and drop it?
Yeah, you just lift it up with the hand and then you drop it, right? And then I just bungee.
I like the way it folds. It seems like it's very quick to fold and unfold.
You don't have to worry about a second section hitting anything.
Oh yeah, with the Putzmeister with the 2-3Z knuckle.
Yeah.
If you kick your third section out too much before kicking the second out, it'll scratch on the main section. Yeah.
But this one
Yeah, you can come right back. Yeah, see when with the puts where it Z's between 2 and 3, there's a big triangulated link. And if you come down that far with the third, that link will be right into the main section. It actually scratches on some of them, it'll scratch on the boom sections, others it scratches right into the round, which is it's kind of crappy. You learn to work around it, but there's always those times when you have a little brain toot and forget and scratchy. So I see what you mean. So just kick that hose over into the cradle, no big deal. And you were saying you're going to modify that bracket to that boom rest. You're going to modify it to flip down.
Yes.
So that you can lift up, swing out without having the boom have the boom up so high. Because we always do jobs where there's really low-hanging telephone communication wires. So something like that's a bit of a pain.
So we're gonna move that. So we're gonna have 2 latches around this corner.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna be a structural guy who does welding on outriggers and all
good,
that stuff.
yeah.
So he's gonna make it, and then we're gonna get to Arsenal, and they're gonna approve it for.
Yeah, sweet. Get all engineered.
Right?
Have it. Will it be removable or just flip it down?
Just flip it down.
Oh yeah.
Flip it down, and then I'm gonna have 2 latches on other 2 handles.
Yeah.
To unlock it.
Yeah.
So it's pretty.
Perfect.
Tight, right?
Yeah, to pump this size, that's something that's super critical. That's what we did on a 38.5 with the deck pipe. We dropped it down for the same reason, so the boom didn't have to be lifted as high out of the cradle before slewing off to the driver's side. It seems like a trivial little thing, but in our market, and I wish we were in a job site where I could show you, but this isn't one of them. Like I said, with all the low-hanging communications wires, it's a constant thing. So. I think I'm in love. This is a nice tight machine. Oh yeah, so he was saying when the Outrigger comes back in, there's no roller bearing or nylon pad there, so it's really loud. Anybody who's got a solution, what do you do? Just lots of grease? Or do you grind it down and dry graphite it? What do you do? I think I would just grind it down with like 300 grit and then just grease the crap out of it. Even our 38.5 puts with the nylon pads, we have to do that. I never had a lot of success with dry graphite. Some guys have told me not to use grease because dirt will build up in it, but that's the only way I could get it to really work. kind of a pain in the butt versus just having a little hydraulic. I don't know. I'm sure you get used to it like anything. I'm guessing it's probably a little bit more stable off the back corners maybe than some other pumps on this size class where they just have the outriggers that angle straight down. But I mean, there's probably a lot more to it as far as the engineering of the subframe and everything else. So maybe it is more stable, maybe it isn't. I don't know. It's just my highly uneducated opinion in this field. That one was way easier. So he's gonna bring the legs in here, the front leg, remaining front leg, and then we'll spin around. I want to see the washout on this, especially with the M rock. It's supposed to be minimal concrete, even compared to like a long rock or a B rock, I think they call it. So we'll have a look at that. That's intriguing to me because we do a lot of sites where they don't want a whole pile of concrete on site. So if they're gonna let you wash out, it's beneficial to have a smaller hopper like this. This one's good?
Greased this morning.
Oh, you greased this one, okay. I think we found our answer. The part that's got grease on it is nice and smooth.
Yeah.
There we go, we answered our own question. But I would sand the rust off, I bet. Get it nice and shiny. Okay, we'll check in here when we're washing out. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see it. Let's see two sponges.
On this one they gave a very nice thing.
So they both in the elbow, or you get one in the rock valve?
One on the rock wall.
Let's see, but it won't pull it through the rock valve. That's interesting. The reveal. Show us a sponge. Right there. Oh!
It never goes.
Never goes. I like that. Okay, and where's the second one?
Second one's right here.
So I get too excited yet.
First one is
I don't see it yet.
first one is pink color and second one's orange. So sometimes.
Ah, so you do them two different colors. I heard a guy's doing that. So you know which is the first and second.
Yeah.
So that's the first one in there.
That's the first one in there, and the second one's sitting right in the elbow.
Is it? I don't see it yet. Oh, there it is. Every time.
Every time. I suck it all the way up. Never goes in.
I did a video. It'll probably come out a week before this video. With a 58 where I was all hot shot, gonna suck back in a Z. Watch this, never fails, works every time. Sponge stuck in the boom. It's okay though, I got it back with a quick little fix, but yeah.
Maybe screws must be leaking or something, right?
No, it's just one of those things where the rocks in the Z section, the rocks all pack up and it just, yeah, just one of those. One of those rare times. Look at that. We'll be famous. Look at that. Here's the part we really want to see though.
What's that?
So here's the part we really want to see. How much concrete? of truth. Come on, that's not it.
So I'm gonna switch over.
Yeah, let's see how much more there is. Come on, really? It's amazing. Wow. How much buildup is in there? Let's see. That's literally like a third of a Putzmeister.
It's like a
maybe a quarter.
VS70
Yeah, no, it is. Like, yeah, it's like a Putz line pump washout. Wow. Yeah, that's amazing. Yes, that's why he's in that bracket to flip down so the boom doesn't have to come up quite so high before you can slew over. It's a game of inches for a lot of the work we do.
You don't have to lift this up all the way up. It's like 6 inches if you lift them up.
Oh, just to clear the lid?
And if you want to throw oil or something, then you can...
It's got a halfway position? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
This way you can put your oil in the buffer or something.
Okay, let's see what's inside there. That's what I want to see. Okay.
Ignore that.
Wow.
It's like nothing.
Nothing, man. Yeah, that is like really impressive. Okay, we'll catch the washout here. I want to see how easy this comes out. Did you use any oil or sand or anything, or what do you?
I did.
Sand and oil, or just oil, or what?
It's oil, diesel mixed with hydraulic.
Ah, okay. Environmentally friendly diesel and hydraulic motor. Yeah, of course. Water pressure kind of sucks, eh?
Yeah.
I've heard that's because the style of pump they use is a little bit different, but I mean it's good enough to get it done.
Yeah. It's not bad. It's not like the 39.
But you know that then they wind it up too much
Yeah.
on the foot style pump,
Yeah.
and they just drain the tank too fast. So. Okay, well, I'm sold. I'm sold on the Schwing hopper. Wow. So that's it. Schwing 28X double Z-fold. Is that what they call it? I think they call it a double Z-fold. Okay, buddy, I'm out of here. What do you want to say before I go?
So make sure everybody subscribe Canadian Cocker Pumper channel.
Yes, and comment.
Comment, like,
Creative,
subscribe.
constructive comments.
Yes,
See,
for
if
sure.
you want to tell me I'm an idiot, you totally can, but you have to tell me why. That's the only rule. That's how it goes. You have to have a basis for it. I'm fully open to that. Constructive
There's lots
criticism.
to learn on that channel, so whenever you're running you're a new operator, make sure go check that out.
And now you can learn about Schwings too, right?
For sure.
Yes, yes. And we got a big giveaway coming up. Baldeep doesn't even know about it, but when we're off camera here, I'm going to let him know. But we can't say on camera yet. Stay tuned for that. Like, oh, you want to say like, share, subscribe times 3?
Yeah, like, share, subscribe. Tusi sare like karyo, share karyo, and he's gonna say in the Punjabi too. Kade Kuri?
Oh, he's shy. You shy?
Kade Kuri? Like, share, subscribe.
He's out. Wow. Wow. Not everybody likes the limelight, you know? Well, he had his chance. He'll regret it years from now. Excellent. Over and out.